Good morning, everybody. On behalf of our Amramp team, I want to thank you for joining us here today as we celebrate the grand opening of Amramp's new corporate headquarters and manufacturing facility. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Justin Gordon. I am the CEO and second-generation owner of this family business. Today's a day of celebration and gratitude. Many of you here today have been with us every step of the way, and we are so grateful for your hard work and support in making this day possible. My father, Julian Gordon, is our company's founder and the heart and soul of who we are today. He started our steel manufacturing business in the 1970s, first making commercial security grates and stairs. In the late 1990s, he recognized that he needed to find a new industry to survive and to find his purpose, helping people. Since 1998, Amramp has helped thousands of people access the places that they love that were once impossible through the use of our modular steel ramps. In 2002, my father had a second flash of genius, franchising Amramp. Today, I'm proud to say that we have 60 Amramp locations, coast to coast and in Canada, and I'm most proud of the people who make this possible, the compassionate, dedicated franchise partners who embody Julian's vision to make life better for others every day. We are standing here today because of the business Julian built. His vision, execution, and all the hard work and stress that it took to start and sustain this great company are what we celebrate today. We started an 11,000-foot building, you can see right here, in the 1970s, in what Julian affectionately referred to as stinky old South Boston because of its history of hosting train cars full of fish, and what is known as the seaport today. Over the years, Julian expanded into the available neighboring buildings, but eventually we ran out of space because of the incredible growth demand of our franchise partners. Now, 6 times the size of where Julian started, we are ready to sustain the next 25 years of our company's growth right here in Randolph. I am the man standing before you today, humbled and proud, because of what I learned from my father. Lessons that I hope to teach my son about what it means to be a good man, a caring man like his papa. Julian is here today. I'd like us all to take a few moments to recognize him. Can you please stand up? Thank you, Dad. I love you, and we all love you. We are grateful for the support of our legislative delegation, and I'm pleased to welcome Senator Walter Timilty and Representative Bruce Ayers to say a few words to commemorate this special day. We'll start with Senator Timilty, who is also Vice Chair of the Joint Committee on Labor and Workforce Development. We look forward to working with him as we grow our own workforce. Senator Timilty.
It's an honor to be here with Representative Bruce Ayers and our town manager, Brian Howard, to commemorate this great occasion. A wonderful corporation that is a great American story, locating its operations here in the town of Randolph, employing 65 people. And I know this business, like a stock that is taking off, is growing. And Randolph is growing with you. And we look forward to supporting you, Rep. Ayers, myself, Mr. Howard, my colleagues in town and state government. This is a wonderful, wonderful endeavor here today. It has been a wonderful business that is a great American story. And with that, we say thank you. Thank you for having the wisdom and obviously the talent to grow this business and benefit the whole Commonwealth of Massachusetts. It's businesses like Amramp that drive our economy. For goodness. This is a business for goodness. It does great things for all of us citizens of the Commonwealth. So with that, I have a citation from the State Senate honoring you, Justin, and your family, and Amramp. This is a team operation. And I see the members of your team right before us. So thank you to each and every one of you. We greatly appreciate what you do for the citizens of the Commonwealth and what you do for our economy. So thank you very much. And this citation, if it's okay, I'll read it. Absolutely. Justin. And it was put together in collaboration with my district director, Keisha Adakwa, who's a native of Randolph. Keisha, thank you very much. And this puts you in the records of the Massachusetts State Senate in Amramp. And of course, this is for the whole team. And it states as follows. Commonwealth of Massachusetts State Senate, official citation, be it known that the Massachusetts State Senate hereby extends its congratulations to Amramp in recognition of the grand opening of your new location in the great town of Randolph and the great works that Amramp performs each and every day for the citizens of the Commonwealth. So thank you. And be it further known, the Massachusetts State Senate extends its best wishes for continued success to you, Julian, to you, Justin, and your wonderful team here for the great works that you perform for each and every citizen of this Commonwealth. That this citation be duly signed by the President of the State Senate and attested to, and a copy thereof transmitted by our clerk. Justin, it has been signed by our Senate President, Karen E. Spilka, attested to by our clerk, Michael Hurley, and offered by myself, one very proud state senator of the Amramp team, and what you accomplish on a daily basis here, serving the citizens of the Commonwealth. Thank you so much, Justin. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Great. No, thank you, Justin.
I want to bring the greetings from the Massachusetts House of Representatives on behalf of my colleagues, Representative Bill Driscoll and Mark Cusack. It's an honor to be here with you and your family today. I want to congratulate you on this morning's ribbon cutting. You know, it's a great sign to see when we have economic development and job creation. And I think what you and your family have done over the years is a great example of that, and we're proud to have you in the town of Randolph. My background is I'm a small businessman before I was lucky enough to go to the state legislature, and that business was converting vans for the disabled. And I had heard of Amramp a long time ago, and they've always had a great reputation. And it's nice to be here today to see how much your business has grown, and what a great tribute to your family. And I'm proud to be one of the state representatives in the area. So thank you for what you do, helping our seniors, our veterans live a more independent lifestyle. And we're here for you at the State House. Thank you.
Thank you again, gentlemen. Next, I want to say that I appreciate every one of you who contributed to getting us to this day. And like an Oscar speech, I don't want to leave anyone out because you are all so important to me. So let me say this. If at any point during all the work you were doing to get us through the move, I looked you in the eye and I said thank you, let me say it again with all my heart. Thank you. We have the infrastructure thanks to you. Now it's on us to use what you helped build to make life better for all the people who need our wheelchair ramps and accessibility adaptations. The materials, care, and compassion that flow through this building will help thousands and thousands of people. Now I'll jump to some specific thank yous here. I want to thank Debbie Stein-Sharp, our landlord, for patiently working with us throughout this process. Debbie, I don't know if is Debbie here? Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
I loved hearing you and Jim's story, and I'm proud to make this building hum once again with the beautiful sounds of manufacturing. To the J. Calnan and Associates team, I see some of you in there, thank you for all the care you demonstrated throughout the build process. Josh Lowe, Teddy Bascom, Austin Braddock, Dave Connors, Paul Clifford, and Sam DiFiore, your tremendous work is on display here today. I want to highlight that we chose JCNA because of Josh, and Ann will say a few more words about this in a few minutes. Thank you to Michael Knopf, the Fusion Design Team, and C3 Engineering, and to South Shore Bank, especially Steve DePreet. Thank you for believing in us and for all your support for over 10 years of a working relationship. Thank you. Thank you also to David Sawyer and Pasha Timilty of Eastern Bank. To Gary Markoff, Sheridan Lodgen, our corporate attorney, thank you for all you've done to help our company, Julian, and me. You constantly demonstrate so much care and respect for Julian, and it honestly means the world to me that you do the same for me. Thank you to Linda Karzik for all you did to help make our move to Randolph possible, especially for introducing me to the wonderful people of the town of Randolph. I remember my first meeting with town manager Brian Howard when we were considering moving to Randolph. I was introduced to the members of the town council and many dedicated town employees, and we're looking forward to becoming a valued member of the local business community for many years to come. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to Brian Howard to say a few words.
I also would like to share a few thank yous. We do have a new, I don't know if it's really a new, but our Chamber of Commerce and the Stoughton Chamber of Commerce have created a Connect 24 Business Alliance, and we do have some representatives here today. So Jeanette and Ellen, thank you for joining us. We want to continue to make sure that Randolph is a business-friendly community. I also want to thank Lynn. Lynn, thank you. You have been a key component of bringing this project together. I want to thank our town council. It's very important when you're putting together a STA that you have a council that is open to making sure that we continue to be proactive, especially in the area of manufacturing. And to Justin, as he mentioned, we've had a number of opportunities to meet and talk through this process, both at the very beginning while they were making a decision on whether to come to Randolph, and if they came to Randolph, how that would work. It is great to have our state senator here, Walter Timilty, and our state rep, Bruce Ayers, because this is truly a partnership. This is a partnership between the town of Randolph, Amramp, and the state. The state, through the EDIP program, has local STAs. And the key to those is taking underutilized manufacturing areas, which is what this building was. They've invested over $1 million in this project. They have brought over 40 jobs, and there's going to be some additional job creation. This is how it's supposed to work. This is how the state, the town, and the local businesses have to be able to work together in this current environment. We are certainly proud to call Amramp now Randolph's home. I saw the jackets that some are wearing where they have the reestablishment on the shoulder. That's pretty cool. It is also really cool to have your dad, yourself, and the next generation of the business here. I'm also impressed with the commitment that Amramp is making to our students. They are going to work with our local VOTEC, Blue Hills, to our youth through partnerships with Randolph Youth Softball, Baseball, and to our town through the annual parade and fireworks. So if you happen to be open, our parade is on the 3rd. You want to hang out, come up to the center of town for the fireworks. I strongly suggest that that would be something you would greatly enjoy. My sister was a quadriplegic. She passed away last year. My mom spent the last 5 years of her life in a wheelchair. I know how important it is to have accessibility, and to have the industry leader calling Randolph home is pretty darn special. I want to highlight also Ron Lum, our building inspector, members of our fire department that are here, and I know earlier members of our DPW were here. We want to make sure that we continue to be a strong partner for Amramp throughout their time that they call Randolph home. So, Justin, it is awesome to have you here. To the folks, welcome to Randolph. If I can ever be of service, give us a buzz up at the town hall, and we'll go from there. Congratulations.
Thank you, Brian. I want now to thank the vendors who worked tirelessly to support our company and get us up and running. As I mentioned earlier, I don't want to forget anyone, and I've especially focused on those vendors that have RSVP'd to this event. American Alarm, Ambus, Arco Welding Supply, Beacon Street Realtors, Demers Trucking, Federal Phone, and I also want to point out in this moment here, thank you to Louis Montalvo, our IT manager, for all you did to help set us up. I know it's a lot of work, so thank you, Louis. ID Sign, Licata Risk Advisors, Linzer Productions, Naturebound Landscaping, The Paint Project and JMC, PBD Office Furniture, Ren's Welding, Solutions to Accessibility, and Suburban Electric. Again, if I left anybody off here, you are also, everybody that did help us is on this sign right here. Now the Amramp team, you didn't escape. Where's Connor Sweeney? Connor Sweeney, our VP of Manufacturing, planned and developed this state-of-the-art factory. He then coordinated and moved all of our manufacturing capability without interruption, ensuring customers and franchise partners had the materials they need. Does that sound stressful? I know he leveraged his 14 years of operational experience at our company, and that he had a ton of support from so many of you who are here today. He would want me to point out that we are a team, starting with managers Drew Gibson and Eddie Bozzetta. Thank you, Connor, and thank you to the manufacturing team. Patrick Arnold, our VP of Company Operations, managed the complex office move. Imagine packing up the office where you spent the last 16 years of your career and add in a pandemic. He would also want me to give a nod to everyone who helped make it possible. The big weekend, Memorial Day weekend, became real when we shut down our company's first and only office support in Boston and turned it back on here in Randolph. Thank you, Pat, and thank you to everyone in our Amramp office operations team. So Pat and I spent many weekends alongside many of you clearing out truckloads of paper archives, and I enjoyed rediscovering our company's history from when my father first founded it in the 1970s. It was certainly an emotional roller coaster, and we found some unique pictures of our humble roots, which we will proudly display. Thank you to Michael Gibson, our general manager, and Jay Bradley, our installation manager, who helped design and move our local operation. Every day, Amramp helps people in local communities across North America, and these gentlemen represent our flagship franchise in Massachusetts and Rhode Island, after which we modeled our North American franchise partner network. And we have several Amramp franchise partners in the audience today, and I want to recognize them now. Please stand up or wave if you can. Amramp franchise partners. Our CFO, Ann Hayes, managed this project from our humble roots in South Boston to every last challenging detail of this beautiful build-out in Randolph. I want to point out that Ann worked with Barbara Gayton, our marketing director, and Barbara's fingerprints will always be on this building. We're fortunate that Ann joined us in the beginning of our great move and had the experience and the sheer will to make it happen. She worked tirelessly to perfect this project and keep us on track. As I've said to her, from where we came in South Boston, it's not just night and day, it's night and a whole new world. I've asked Ann to say a few words and introduce a few special people that helped her with this monumental task. Ann?
This extraordinary effort involves so many of you here today to get us to the finish line. I want you all to know how grateful I am for each and every one of you. There are a few special people I would like to personally thank. First, Julian Gordon, our founder and exemplary leader. Without his constant support, trust, and faith in us, we wouldn't be here today. Thank you, Julian. Second, Justin, our CEO, who found this location, brought us to Randolph, and is leading us into the future. Thank you. Next, I would like to introduce another special person who is literally boots on the ground every day to ensure that we kept moving forward. Josh Lowe, our project superintendent. There were many excellent construction companies to choose from, so our decision was a very difficult one. My nephew, who is a partner with an architectural firm in Atlanta, advised us to interview the project superintendent. We took that advice, and it turns out it really made a difference. I have repeatedly told Josh's bosses that he is the reason that we awarded the bid to J. Calnan and Associates. Josh proved to us time and again that we made the right choice. He was always the last to leave when subcontractors were on site. I even saw him working alongside them when they were short-staffed or taking the lead when they didn't show up. Josh got it done with great pride and dedication, and that's something you don't see every day. I will never forget my first walkthrough with Josh. He said to me when we were getting ready to leave, "When I am done with this place, you will not recognize it. It will look like a brand new building." I looked at him and kind of chuckled because I thought, how in the world will he be able to completely renovate this building with all the challenges? Well, he did. He had the vision that I couldn't see and brought it to life beyond our expectations. The past 10 months brought many challenges due to COVID-19, which, as many of you know, has delayed materials, shortchanged manpower, but Josh prevailed. Josh took our timeline and reworked it time and again to keep the construction going. He understood, after working alongside us for just a short time, what our vision was and made it a reality. I want to personally thank him for always thinking ahead and taking initiative to make real progress every single day. I would like to now turn the podium over to Dave Connor to say a few words on behalf of Josh.
Thanks, Ann, and thank you, Josh, as well, and Justin. Ann, you stole a little bit of my thunder. I was going to say that probably a year and a half ago now, when we first walked this site together, as I was leaving, I thought, wow, this place is going to look really different when we're done. And here we are today, thanks to the hard work of so many people. It really has been a great transformation. We're very proud at JCNA to have been a part of that, and we're very thankful to Ann and Josh and Justin and the whole Amramp team for putting their trust in us to be a partner in this endeavor. Projects like this are never without challenges, and this one was no exception. There were some difficult things that we needed to accomplish, not the least of which was learning partway through the project that the concrete slab was starting to sink or had been sinking for a while, and we needed to remove a large piece of it and drill piles into the ground inside the building, pour the slab back to be able to support some of Amramp's manufacturing processes. So all the various people involved with the project took those things in stride and took those challenges head on, and I think really produced a fantastic result. In order to accomplish that, it's a huge team effort, and Jay Calnan and Associates as a construction manager will only ever be as good as the subcontractor partners that work with us on these projects. As Justin mentioned, all the names are here on the sign. But when Ann asked us to say a few words and asked Josh his thoughts on this, who was the one partner that was really transformative in accomplishing this project, and the first thing Josh said, and we all agreed, was Suburban Electric. They've been truly a partner to us as an organization over the years, and a huge part of the success of this project, working long hours, figuring out a lot of complicated things that had to happen here, and we really appreciate their efforts on this project. So I would like to turn it over to Chris Bracken from Suburban to say a few words.
Thank you for having us here today. It's an exciting opportunity. For Suburban Electric, Ryan Oliver was our foreman here, did a fantastic job, and we at Suburban are real proud of him. I'd like to first thank Ann and the entire JCA team for having us here to do this project. It was a great project to be on. Quite often in our business, we're asked to just come in, do a project, fit up an office space, build a warehouse. It's not too often that we get to work on a job where the client has a direct impact on people in need, and that's what Amramp has certainly done over the years. I do have a little personal connection with Amramp. My father-in-law suffered with Parkinson's disease for the last 15 years of his life, and 3 years prior to his passing, they put a Amramp ramp at their house, and were able to keep him in his house for an extra 3 years. So it was exciting when JCA approached us to do this job. I thought it would be great if I could come in here, or Suburban Electric could come in here and help with their project. So congratulations. Thank you again so much for having us here, and best of luck in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So thank you, Ann, Josh, Dave, and Chris. And Chris, honored that we were able to help your family. So you know where we came from, and this building represents the extraordinary places we are going. This building is the place our employees, franchise partners, and customers deserve. To the entire Amramp team, employees and franchise partners, I am proud to work with each of you. You are fantastic and motivate me to be my best for you. All employees wore many hats during this move and went above and beyond what was expected of you. I cannot say it enough. I still can't. Thank you to each and every one of you for all you did. Thank you. And with that, please join me in a round of applause to the entire Amramp team in appreciation for all your tremendous efforts. Please, let's round of applause here. I'll end by quoting one of my favorite movies, Tommy Boy. Bet no one expected that. I'm going to bust my butt and make sure that every last one of you always has a job right here at Amramp. Thank you all for being a part of this milestone. I look forward to continuing to make you proud of our company, our people, our values, as we honor our mission to make life better for our customers. I want to invite the speakers to join me to cut the ribbon. And if the scissors look awesome, that's because the guys in the machine shop made them special for this day. And we're gonna have Drew Gibson, since you're gonna help cut, Drew. Come on. And when the photos are done, if you haven't already, please help yourself to some refreshments over there. And tours will begin every 15 minutes at our front entrance over there. Thank you all again for coming, and ribbon cutting time.